Picture this, a 16-year-old kid who turned into one of history's most legendary con artists. This isn't a movie plot. This is the real story of Frank Abagnale Jr. It all started with a broken home. Frank watched his parents' marriage crumble, and like many teenagers dealing with divorce, he ran away. But unlike most runaways, Frank had an extraordinary gift, the ability to become anyone he wanted to be. With nothing but charm, wit, and an uncanny talent for deception, Frank discovered he could forge checks and convince anyone of anything. He didn't just fake it till he made it. He mastered the art of being whoever he needed to be. And oh, did he aim high? Think about this. At an age when most kids were worried about their driver's license, Frank was flying around the world as a fake Pan Am pilot. Not just sitting in the cockpit, actually flying in the jump seat of real commercial flights. He didn't know how to fly a plane, but he sure knew how to play the part. But he didn't stop there. Frank transformed himself into a hospital doctor, making life and death decisions despite having no medical training. Then he somehow passed the Louisiana bar exam and worked as a lawyer, all before he could legally drink. Hot on his trail was FBI agent Carl Hanratty, who became obsessed with catching this teenage mastermind. Their cat-and-mouse game turned into something unexpected, a strange father-son relationship. Frank would even call Carl on Christmas Eve just to talk. The close calls, legendary. Once, when cornered by Carl, Frank convinced everyone he was a Secret Service agent investigating the FBI agents. Talk about nerves of steel. But every con has its final act. After years of running, Frank was finally caught in France. When Carl came to bring him home, it wasn't just an arrest. It was almost a reunion. Here's the twist that makes this story truly remarkable. Instead of rotting in prison, Frank got an offer he couldn't refuse. The FBI, the very organization that chased him for years, offered him a job. They figured, who better to catch a con artist than one of the best? Today, Frank Abagnale Jr. is one of the world's leading experts in fraud prevention. He turned his life around, using his powers for good, helping banks and businesses protect themselves from people just like his younger self. Sometimes the best stories aren't about perfect people. They're about those who learn from their mistakes and find redemption. And Frank? He's living proof that it's never too late to rewrite your story.